student, let's start with our HTML code. In this video section, we are going to see how to insert the list item on your web page. There are basically three types of list item. One is your order list, which is representing number as well as alphabets and Roman letter. After that, second list item is your unordered list. With the help of unordered list, we can insert squares, bullets as well as circle, that is a disc shape, to our list items. And the third one, that is a description list. This is the list item which will describe each and every list item. So let's start with practically how to put this list item. Now, first of all, we will see about the unordered list. Unordered list consists of disc, circle, square. So let's practice that. First of all, I will put certain head and title for my web page. So over here we will mention list items which will appear on the title bar of my web page. Now over here I require the tag. I will show you both the tag. One is with the help of cascading style sheet and second one is a simple HTML tag. So first tag is our about unordered list, which is representing my disc, circle and square. So we will practice that. So for that we require the UL tag. UL tag contains the unordered list. This is my padded tag. That's why without forget we have to close. And in between that, whichever list items you want, that go on putting with the help of li tag. Li is representing my list items. So whichever options you want, go on putting. For example, coffee, tea. One more list item I will put over here. So these are my list items. Now I will save this page. Let's see by default which unordered list it will provide me. This is my web tech folder. Save this page with the extension .html. Now you can view the output through browser. My page is saved with list, so open that list. So by default it is providing me the disk. Now we will change it. So to change this, UL tag contains the attribute. First of all, we will see the cascading style sheet. So cascading style sheet contains the style property. Within the double quotes, mention the which style you want. That is a list, style, type, colon sign. Now over here you can mention the whichever style you want, either square, circle or disc. So I will mention over here disc. Save the changes and refresh your browser. So this is my default disc which I am getting over here. Now instead of this we will mention it circle. Save the changes, refresh. You can see the change over here. One more time I will copy this to see the effects. Now I will change this also, so easily you can see the difference between that. Now instead of circle I will put over here this. Okay, let's save the changes and refresh your browser. So this is my circle and next one is my disc. Disc by default it will provide you. Now next cascading style sheet is square. So mention the square over here. Save the changes. Go to your browser and refresh it. So these are the three styles get provided by unordered list. Now same attribute we will see with the help of HTML tag. Now this time I will give you HR tag. HR is nothing but horizontal ruler. So one line I will get over here, horizontal line. This tag is also contained various attributes such as color. Let's give the color. HR and BR tag, both the tags are unpadded. That's why we are not supposed to close them. So you can see, you can change the size also of that. So you can see the thickness of border. So how much size you want for your horizontal line, that you can mention with the help of these numbers. One more horizontal line I will put over here. This time we will give the color as a blue. Let's save the changes, refresh your browser. Now suppose I want over here certain heading. For example, heading 1. This is about, or this web page contains list items. Okay, so this I want. Close this heading, save the changes and refresh your browser. So this is appearing. Now let's give certain effects for this. For example, marquee. Marquee is nothing but certain special effects which we can give for our text. Again, marquee tag is not added, so by default we have to close at the end. So you can see the marquee effect which is appeared for my text. Marquee tag is also having multiple attributes. You can see first of all this effect. This is called as a marquee behavior. So continuously this text is scrolling. Let's change this behavior. Slide. Let's save the changes. Refresh your browser. You can see the change of slide effect. Any mistake you will make, it won't show you the effect. So your coding is supposed to be in the proper way. Got the difference? So this is a slide effect. Next effect, that is a alternate effect. You can save this also. Save the changes and refresh your browser. Got it? So marquee contains the three behavior. One is alternate, slide and scroll. By default it will provide me scrolled effect. Now over here we can give the BG color for my marquee. For example, whichever color you want for your background, you can give over here. Save the changes and refresh your browser, so you can get the background color for your marquee. So these are the various effects can be applied to your marquee. Now these are the property of cascading style sheet. Now we will see the simple tag with the help of HTML. So again I will put my UL tag. We will close our UL tag. And in between that we will put our list items. Now you can put over here various options whichever you want. I will put this only. I will copy down this list item options. We'll put over here. Let's save the changes and refresh your browser. Same coding I will copy paste over here. Now I will remove this, and over here I will use type attribute. So simple HTML tag content type attribute and cascading style sheet content style attribute. So this is a difference between that. Let's save the changes and have an output. Double quotes are missing. Save and refresh. So you can see the difference between both. Only within the cascading style sheet we required style attribute and simple HTML contain the type attribute. Same way you can put another field that is type, circle or disk, whichever you want you can mention over here. Save the changes, go to your browser and refresh it. So these are the unordered list can be put on my web page area. Now we will move towards the next property, that is an order list. For order list we require OL tag, but after that we have to close, and in between opening and closing you can go on putting your list items on your OL tag. Now whichever options you want you can go on putting over here with the OL. For example, these are my order list. Now order list contain the various types such as Roman letter. After that you will get the numbers as well as number. Within that number you can put upper letter, lower letter, Roman letter. Within Roman also upper and lower Roman letter, and by default it will provide me number if I am not mentioning any attribute over here. So let's see the output first of all, and then we will go on changing it. So by default it will provide me 1, 2, 3 numbers. Now I will copy down this again. We will paste it over here. Now this time we will give the type attribute. Within the type, suppose I am mentioning alphabet A. Okay. So let's have a glance over here. Save the changes, refresh your browser. So I am getting the capital letter, that is the upper letter. So list item contains the upper letter. Again I will copy down certain another options. Now over here we will mention the type lower a, that is a lowercase a. Save the changes, refresh your browser. So we will get the over here lower letters. Now we will see about the Roman letters. Paste it over here, capital I, and save the changes, refresh your browser. So we are getting over here the lower letters. Now suppose I want upper letters for this. Copy it, paste it the options. Now over here small I, Save the changes, refresh your browser. So these all are my order list. So order list defined as a number by default I will get, as well as alphabets, upper letter, that is uppercase and lowercase, Roman letter, uppercase and lowercase. Now within this, suppose I want to change the order, means by default it will provide me 1, 2, 3. Instead of 1, 2, 3, I want to start with the number 5. So OL tag contained one more attribute, that is a start. Start if I want to number 5. So mention that number 5 and my type is over here 1. Let's save the changes. Go to your browser and you can see this 1, 2, 3 numbers. Just refresh it. So it gets changed to 5, 6, 7. Same way, suppose I wanted to start with, instead of A, I wanted to start with alphabet E. So this is my tag and attribute. So over here my attribute is a start. Now from which number I want to start? A, B, C, D and E. So E is in the number 5 position. Because always remember, start attribute contains the numeric field. Save the changes and refresh your folder. Refresh your Chrome. So it will display the E, F, G. Now we will jump towards the another part, that is your description list. Now let's type certain thing for description list. Basically, description list is an item to describe each and every term. It contains DL tag. Close that DL tag, that is a description list. DL stand for description list. After that, within this you can mention your DT, that is a description data, which data you want to define. Coffee, DTG, or we will mention over here, we have to close this tag also, that is a DT tag. Okay. Now within this description data, we have to put DD. So DD describe each and every item of your DT, that is a description data. So over here DL tag is my description list. DT is my define the term or name, and DT is a tag describe each terms. For example, coffee is there. So which coffee over here? Black coffee. Suppose I want to put one more DD. Black coffee, cold coffee. So this is a defining my description data. Whichever tag you will open, without forget you have to close each and every tag, because all the tags are your padded tag. Now over here one more DT we will use. We will close this DT. Now within this DT we will mention another option. For example, we will use over here milk. So I have closed this tab. Now go on putting your list item. whichever you want. That is my DD. Whichever option you want, you can mention. For example, cold milk. Close this also. So each and every tag we have closed. Once again, quickly we will revise. DL tag defines the description list. DT will describe the each term, and DD will defines the describe each term of my DT. So DD is nothing but my description of my DT tag. So let's save the changes and refresh your browser. So you can see the difference over here. Okay, this is by mistake which I have typed earlier. So this is DL. DL contains my descriptions of my list. So that's it for today's section. Hope this section is clear to you. Thank you student for watching my videos.